so we're here today with Dr. George Bobbitt with Mansfield Chiropractic, and our topic is going to be on stress. So let me start off by asking you, what is stress?
It's a good question. There's a lot of dictionary definitions that we could use to define. It could be an alert to something, but the one that I like the best is it's a feedback to get your attention that something might not be right. It's also a perception. So what may be stressful to one person is not necessarily stressful to the other. So it could be real or perceived threat in some cases. So there's a couple definitions that may work.
Okay, so not that we probably don't know the answer to this, but what causes stress?
So I'll give you a unique twist on this. Most of the time when I say what causes you stress, people respond with finances or relationships or the job or health issues. They refer to all these things that stress them out. But I want people to know that stress can be physical, the things that we do to our body, fender benders, slips or falls, repetitive stress. So it can be physical. It can also be chemical, the things that we put in our body, the things we eat, the things we drink, or it can also be mental. So that would be more of the things that stress us out mentally, like financial issues or relationship problems. So stress can cause all health problems, but usually they're physical or they're chemical or they're mental.
Okay. So what are some of the first initial signs or symptoms of stress?
There are 7 major symptoms of stress. First one being headaches or migraines. Second one being fatigue. Then we can look at sleep disturbances. Sleep disturbance, we also have irritability, any type of digestive related issue, pain or tension in the body, and then sinus and allergy problems. So that should be 7. So those 7 are the major symptoms. So when we have those, it's the body's feedback to tell you that something's stressed, you better look at it.
And some of those you wouldn't really necessarily correlate with stress sometimes.
Sure.
Okay. So to piggyback on that, can stress make you sick?
I believe that stress causes all health problems.
Wow.
Because remember I said that they could be physical, they could be chemical, and they could be mental. But they cause all health problems. You name a health problem and I can show you how stress caused it, whether physically or chemically or mentally. So it is, the doctors say there's about 75 to 80% of illness is psychosomatic due to stress.
Wow. So how do you treat it?
There are a lot of ways to treat. The best example I can give you in a short time is if you had a pebble in your shoe, a physical issue, obviously what you would do is you would solve that by using a physical solution, like take your shoe off. You wouldn't use drugs. You wouldn't take a pebble to ease the discomfort of the pebble, and you wouldn't do a shoeectomy and cut the pebble out of your shoe. So there are physical means. So if your stress is due to physical, then we're going to look for a physical solution. If you happen to have diabetes where your body's not producing insulin, then you're going to need a chemical solution for that, not necessarily a physical one. And then if they have mental conditions, then we have to find out how do we fix the mental capacity, whether it's through therapy or meditation or some sort of that. So the first step is figuring out, is it physical, chemical, or mental? And then whichever one it is, then we apply the appropriate solution for that.
Okay. And how do you prevent it?
It's a tough one. So prevention is this. Sometimes we look at life in a way that we only look at the good, and if the good's not happening, then we think it's bad and we feel stress. Or sometimes we only look at the bad, and poor me, but we never see the good. So my best advice for anyone that's stressed, once we determine what the stress is to fix that. But more than that is try to find the balance between it's not good, it's not bad, it just is, and be thankful for the blessings along the way and find out what it is. There are a lot of other ways to handle stress, but what I found is generally we perceive it bad or we perceive it good, and there is a difference between good stress and bad stress. So there's a lot on the topic. I'll just say that it's how you perceive it, and if you can change your perception of the stress, you'll find that stress really isn't a problem.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add in closing?
I would say that Americans are pretty stressed, and we're utilizing the wrong modalities to handle the stress. We are a want it now society, and if we don't get it now, then we're stressed.
Mm-hmm.
So if we could step back for a minute and look back and be grateful, I think out of the whole thing in life, if we could just be grateful for what we have, there would be a lot more life to live and a lot more appreciation for life.
Excellent words. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thank you
Appreciate
very
it.
much.